Hello. Yeah. Wasn't time since I made a video, but as with me, these schedules. Wait, what schedule? I don't have a schedule. Anyway, I sometimes I just express like these negative things. But that's the things I want to put attention to the most. Why? Because they are still there. Like, it is the things so many invalidate to me. And I mean, the positive things everyone validates. Like, when someone falls in love, we say, "Oh, I'm so happy for you." But, it is much. Like, we are so used to these positive things, and we actually sometimes forget how people actually can feel and how hurt some beings. I don't feel satisfied with the camera angle. There we go. My face is now more in the middle. Don't go too much. There we go. Yeah. And yeah, so and also I feel currently I feel scared, lonely, in pain, a little bit lost as well. I have been going through some purpose questions, or life purpose things, and I have questioned these things, like, what am I doing here? Like, what am I practicing? Why am I practicing these spiritual things? Like, why? And this is what scares me, because I mean, the closest I have figured this out is that I was meant to sort of turn this, huge, trauma things around, on to the positive end of it. So I finding out ways to improve my health, and so to speak. But what I question is, do I really have to do it all on my own? And like, but here's the thing. I barely perceive that so many others can help me. Or not that they can, but they can help me. But there is a twist to it. And I believe it might have to do with my life, or rather that negative imprint. I am going with Till Swan's teachings pretty often. Like, that's basically most of the spiritual practice I do. Comes from her ways of doing things, or things that she have shared. Like, it aligns with me. It works for me, and thus I choose to follow it, or rather, I choose to use it in my own practice. And currently, it is this negative imprint is a sort of a flavor of finding a sort of core repeating pattern that goes over and over again. And what I have noticed for myself is a pattern of a form of aversion or lack of interest. Yeah, I haven't really found that core word for it. I might have found the feeling, but not the word. And this is why I believe my brain can't really lock on to what it is. Like, I have no real focus on it, because I want to know what it is. Otherwise, I feel lost. Like my mind, my brain feels just okay. I can feel it, but I have no idea what it is. So my brain just scatters and just. But then again, that might have to do with this sort of aversion. Like I believe I sort of. This is the weird thing. I believe I avoid this sort of sense of not being interested or not feeling that interest. It is almost as if, how should I put it? Okay, imagine that every like okay, it is so. But okay, let me try. If you imagine that you want to interact with someone, but on a deep level, almost every turn you go, you encounter a block. They excuse themselves and turn it back onto you. They blame you, or they just go in a state of maybe pity or self-blame or just anything that sort of avoids that inner deepness, if you will. And to a child, from let's say this hand, let's say, is the hand that says no, trying to avoid things, and when a child approaches that, is as if that child can't reach them. It's as if they don't want to. Consciously, they might, oh, how is it? But no, the child feels that it is fake. It is the perceived, how you should be to be a good person. But no, like yeah, I can feel it. I can feel that sort of deeper sense that there is something more. But my parents avoided it. My brother avoids it. And that's basically the condition I have. And basically every other sort of relationship I've had online or in real life have basically been this. A sense of there is something they avoid. And I do it to myself as well at times. Like I avoid myself. I excuse myself. I numb myself. By the time I feel scared of what it is I numb myself from. And somewhere I might blame myself for avoiding it. Because I know it. I know I avoid these things. I feel scared. And I feel unable to face it on my own. And I have gotten this before. Oh, so if you know what it is, then why do you need help facing it? That is just hard. Why would we need to be why can't we ask for help with these things? Like, this is the thing. It has been my entire life thing. Almost everyone displays this sort of lack of interest in me because I do it to myself. That's the vibration or energy I have been sort of entrained or conditioned with growing up. It is amazing that anyone has any interest of anything I share, actually, when you think about it. It is just how like, I mean, even now I can almost feel maybe sometimes I escape into my mind and just it is also another condition. And but come on, I want to feel happy at times too. But I mean, I barely know what makes me feel happy nowadays. Like, because I want other people around me. I want friends. I want to feel a group of friendship or this sort of belonging that we are doing something together. I want that. And like I have tried. My interest, like my interest isn't in sort of any societal winning or that sort of gain. No, I want a close group of friends to have fun with, not to win, not to like. I want to have fun in of itself. I want to let go of that harshness, which is, the societal norm. But where do I find that? It does. For me, like that didn't. It kind of existed, but at the same time, it didn't. Like it only existed a little bit when I had a few friends growing up, but that, and I did somehow manifest friends like before I went in more fully with the spiritual practice. And I kind of can see why, like, that sort of friendship I had a while, some years back, just faded away. But now what? Like, because of my spiritual path, I kind of grow and change, sometimes radically, and sometimes I just flip a switch maybe and just it is another vibe or feeling to me. Okay, that it depends on the situation and what kind of thing I have done. It depends. But my core essence is still there. Like my core is still fairly positive, fairly forward moving. That I want to go forward. And I want to grow, I want to learn. I still want to experience nice things as much as I can. And I mean, yeah. And I still have my future goals that I want to sort of go forward to as well. And I mean, besides that, what I talk mostly about now, it is a relationship with another. And I mean, now currently too, I feel that this life purpose stuff really, like this lack of interest of, I mean, it affects me hugely. There is a sense of apathy as well, I believe, that I have no sort of drive. Like I have a drive, it is deep, but it is also it is a sense of I can't be me around me. Like sometimes when I perk up and just yay, I feel like something. I have to hold back for whatever reason. I feel that I have got to hold back. I still am not fully satisfied with. There we go. Oh, and I mean, that I have got to hold back something. Like as if, imagine a voice around you that just tell no. So when I feel that voice just goes no, almost every time. Like this makes things difficult, but it makes sense at the same time if it is sort of a core, a repeated. The weird thing is, when I was a child, I could create things like with no thought. If I wanted to create something, I create. Like I went into creative energies, or I wrote things, I drew things, like pictures. I had fun with it. With the more practice of these spiritual things, I like I believe I might have cleared enough stuff for me to be capable of channeling things, especially with drawings. And this it isn't fun to me. I find no fun in it. Like, it just feels, it feels as if others just want to, it doesn't feel like me. It feels like someone wants, like, when I put a pen to paper now, it feels as if, almost as that feels like a switch, as if someone else wants to, something comes through me and just expresses, but it doesn't feel like me, as if my sense of self just fades. I don't like that. Like, it's as if, why can't I just, I believe I struggle a bit with my persona or ego or whatever that is called. And yeah, I believe I do that because I feel my persona feels trapped in this spiritual practice. My persona feels that it cannot be fully free. If I were fully free, but here's the thing, if I were fully free, my persona would do things that hurt this physical body and hurt me. And I still act out on it through food sometimes, but I believe I want something through that food I choose. Because of how much I want. So sometimes I just can't make anything softer or nicer to myself. Let's say, excuse me. Like, I want to go as vegan as possible or as plant-based foods as possible, but at times I can't do that. I mean, there aren't that many, restaurants that just serve, vegetable or those kinds of things. True, there are other restaurants, but I don't want to. Like, here's the thing, there is something in me that wants something, but I don't know what it is. And I believe I might blame myself for, because I feel it might be my inner child that wants something, and I just feel unable to provide. I feel sometimes very forceful. And because of that, I only hope that he can forgive me for being hard. For being hard on myself and to go against sort of my body, how I feel in my body. I mean, some people just go out and just have fun on their own, They radiate this, inspiration. I want that. But why don't I do it? Like, now I'm an adult now, I can't do anything, right? You can't do anything with another as long as they don't want to. This is my block. This is the same thing of uninterest. Like, that lack of sort of, like, the time, just any sort of inspirational thing in order for me to do something. It takes so much focus, so much discipline to maintain that sort of lifestyle, or rather, let's say, healthy lifestyle. And if I were to maintain that, it would be hard on myself. I would almost force myself to do it. Like, I don't want to force myself to do anything. And here's the big question. What would I want to do if I did not push myself? if I did not, have any discipline to, go, I, I would say that I would want to die. But that's not true. I don't want to die. I want to live. Like, I want to. I just want to feel someone here with me, I feel lonely. But I have no, I have no. Why don't you ask for people to be with me? There are none. Like, none that I perceive would be able to recognize me and see me that would want to. When I say be with me, I mean physically look into my eyes and just, see me, perceive me, recognize me. But again, because of this core vibe, there's barely no interest in me. Like, I can do it. I can do it with myself all day long, if I wanted to, have that discipline one day or so. I mean, but even that is, hard on myself. This condition again, of that no interest, don't feel any interest in myself, just, this is reflecting out. Again, I can post this on Facebook and see how many responses this gets. Any response to it is amazing. I mean, because, yeah, it feels sort of weird. And yeah, I kind of feel unsafe in my own body because of this food thing. I mean, I can't maintain a healthy lifestyle. I barely have an interest in myself of doing so. And I mean, having discipline is good, but it's odd to feel, inspiring, exciting, and something you look forward to of doing instead of something you have to have discipline in order for that to work. Like, when that is the case, then why? Like, that is just a chore. It is a thing you have to do to be healthy. But I don't want to have to do anything to be healthy. Like, maybe this is my persona again that just, I don't know. And I just can't face this. At least not on my own, fully. Like, if there's some force just don't want me to be happy, or something that does not want me to succeed or to inspire myself to go forward in anything. And I mean, and if you feel you have figured me out, hold assumptions, like, just, you, like, no, don't, like, hold back your assumption of how you perceive me to be, because I can almost tell you, in order for you to understand me, you have almost got to listen to where I came from. And I mean, and you have almost got to sink into the feeling of me, to be me. Otherwise, any help I receive or get is gonna go on empty. And I mean, I tried my best to get myself to be understood. Yeah, it is what I do with myself, trying to understand myself. And I mean, yeah, I there's a kind of a fun thing. Some time ago, I went into astrology a little bit. I want to see little things, and a fun part about it is I am a Sagittarius, and I looked at the natal chart and the birth chart or whatever it's called, and when I saw that rising or ascended sign is Sagittarius as well, and the sun is in Sagittarius too. Like I'm some sort of super Sag, in a way. I kind of find it funny, and like, I mean, I don't know what that means really, but it just felt funny to me that there is so much focus on Sagittarius for me. And I mean, I am really outgoing in general. Like, that is my drive. I want to be this outgoing being. But I feel I have no place or no sense of groupings that would allow me to be that outgoing. It's as if I feel held back by everyone and everything. I don't know if that is me or if that is everyone else I reflect. Yes, I can do that. I can feel everyone else's things, but again, that might be my own trigger. And what the... Anyway. My computer did something. Oh well. And I mean, yeah, I mean, even this video, I believe I might have some allergic reactions or something. Ugh, I had one of these foods, and I believe I ate a lot of it. Ah, cheese. No, not cheese, but a cake. Ugh. Yeah, like even this, I know I can feel almost this numbing or sickening-ish from cakes, but at times I just don't care. I want to care, but and again, to maintain a healthy lifestyle, as I just shared, I feel I have to make. I mean, I don't feel excitement or joy if I let all that sort of discipline or pushing go and just do whatever I want to feel like. I wouldn't care. I mean, sometimes I want to be cared for, to feel that someone is making me something, that someone is giving me something. And when you are alone, that ain't happening. And, in this area I live in, there... True, I can eat vegetables, but still, that isn't what I want. I want to feel that someone put their energy in something and wants to give it to someone else. Like a sense of service or a form of love, a love language of service. And I mean, I want to be shown this kindness. I want to be shown this sort of love. And I mean, no, you can't just give and give and give everything. Like, you have got to receive too, otherwise it just won't work. And the closest thing I get to sort of that receiving now is through foods that are unhealthy for me. I know they are unhealthy. I can feel it. I don't know how else to... I don't have that sort of anyone. Literally, there is nobody I can contact about this. And no, I don't want my parents involved in this. Like, I moved out from them for a reason. I just want to feel loved, to feel nourished, to feel nurtured. by another, not myself, for change. And I have the right to ask for this. That want is valid. So don't go into my business and just tell me, just be with yourself, crap. Like, your life isn't meant to just be living alone. I mean, everything I have here was made by everyone else but me. Almost everything. Well, no, literally everything. I mean, again, like, I have used other people's things to make things. Like, nothing I haven't made this building or this chair I sit in. I haven't made the camera I recorded this on. No, I use it. And I just want to use someone else to receive that love. That want is valid. And I have the right to ask for it from others. And I mean, yeah. I don't know, like, this is going to be long. And I don't know how long you're going to watch. But yeah. I just want to feel that I am interacting with someone or that I'm talking to someone. And I want to feel free of judgment. I want to feel free of any sort of interrupting when I express myself. That, when I talk or say that I want some help, you might say, oh, but you used that. No, like, shut up, because that's how I feel. Like, shut the fuck up and just allow me to express. And if you just go quick to help me, then just don't hold that back and keep away from saying anything. But if you truly can feel into me and just understand me, then help me or just give me advice or anything. But otherwise, just don't. Just keep away. I am going to say that. Because I feel sick and tired of people trying to help when they already think, oh, he's like that. And I have figured him out. Yep. No. You haven't. I can guarantee you that. There is a deepness within me that so few understand. And I can feel it. I can sense it. That people barely know their own depths of being. Someone who, this might be egoish or personified, but whatever. Like, those beings who have traveled the world to other countries, to other, places. They are very sort of used to traveling and all of that stuff. You feel you have got so much experience traveling and you have, seeing places and all of that. That kind of being is me, but internally, that is the experience I have gained. Not from the outside world, mind you, but internally. And you won't believe how much experience you can get internally just from sinking into yourself. And just, it is almost it is the same. Like, it is the same as if I have traveled outside of the world and gained experience that way. But I did it internally. Like, I have done it. Like, I have done so many journeys inside of myself that, most people would feel in awe or inspired by that. But some people just don't, especially when it comes to internal journeys. Let's say this scenario. Let's say that I say, oh, I travel just to my country, you know, just to the country next to mine. I haven't traveled much more than that. And then someone says, well, I traveled to some far away, like half across the globe. And they might gloat that, yeah, I am good, I travel a lot, yeah. That's basically what I do. Oh, jeez. That's basically what I do with my internal journey. Like, when people say they know a lot of stuff, I say that, yeah, I know more. That's my ego or my persona or a more or less thinking. And I mean, like, I don't know why. I mean, there is an openness to me that I find difficult to. I feel I can ramble on for a seriously long time. So, I believe this is a good stop right here. Otherwise, I just yeah. If you have listened this far, I love you always. Thank you for listening and watching.